Hi, welcome to the AskPatrick series. Today's question is by Saurabh Bole. Question is, how do I prepare for my academics for the interview stage of management entrance? Now that depends on a lot of factors. So let me just enumerate those factors and tell you. So for example, some colleges do have focus on academics, some don't. Specifically, if you're looking at interview stage for IITs, IIMs, NITI, they do focus on academic questions. No matter how many years of work experience, they normally tend to ask you at least some fundamentals regarding your academics. So in that case, it makes sense to brush up on your academics and go about it, right? For these colleges. For other colleges, the weightage for academic question is comparatively low. So even if you look at the entrance selection process, these colleges, IITs, IIMs, NITI do have weightage for the your academic background. So they give weightage. They believe that if you've been a good student in the past, then only you'll be a good student in the future. So based on that, they tend to ask you questions on academics. Secondly, also it depends on how many years of work ex you have. So if you have a lot of years of work ex post your engineering, then yes, the number of questions could be slightly lower. Okay, but if you're in your final year or just passed out, you're expected to know about your academics. In that case, you will have to go a little in depth with regards to academics, learn more about it so that you can answer the questions. Also, if you have enough work experience and you don't have time and you're not in touch with your academics, then it makes sense to just focus on maybe your final year project or your maybe fundamentals and maybe one favorite subject. That's all you can do. If you're an engineer, maybe the gate material could help you. I mean, the gate, whatever for your subject, whatever the gate subject is there, that is one source of preparing for your engineering academics. That's possible. So yes, all these factors play a role as far as possible. So when you're preparing, few things important. One is ensure that if you have a final year project, get brush up with your final year project. Also, one favorite subject, if they ask you a favorite subject and ask you questions on that, so brush up on one favorite subject and be thorough with it. And maybe some fundamentals of your engineering. So there will be some fundamental subject which people normally know and ask questions. Be comfortable with it. If your work is related to your graduation, so say you're a mechanical engineer and working in that same field, then you're expected to know a little bit more with regards to work and the academic background behind it. That is also becomes very important in that case. Okay, so I hope this is very clear where what I talk. For IIMs, IITs, NITIs, academics plays important role. For if you're more experienced, then academics plays less role. But if you're in your final year or just passed out, academics become more important. Anyway, focus on your project work and maybe one favorite subject and a few fundamentals as such. This is minimum, but if you're in a final year or just passed out, you have to do more than that, much more than that, right? Apart from that, if your work is there relevant, please focus on your work and try to understand how your work experience could help. For engineers, maybe gate material could be one source of preparing um, for the questions for the interview. Hope that helps. Thank you.